Inspiration is the highest form of flattery. Yeah, no. To be inspired is one thing, but to imitate, that's where it gets dangerous. And while we're here, let's talk about how not everybody is copying or stealing from other people. As a designer, artist, creative in the digital age, I've been wanting to talk about this for so long, but I don't always have the words to convey how I feel. I'm a feeler, so hopefully you just feel me. To be inspired is a beautiful thing. It's literally what we are here to do, to help inspire and uplift one another. Knowing the difference between inspiration and imitation is so crucial. Inspiration is the feeling, it's that spark, it gets the people going, it breathes life into you. No ego is attached to it, or shouldn't be. You should have no problem saying that this person, place, or thing gave you that spark. It's waiting for you to put your special touch on it, your little je ne sais quoi, through your unique lens and journey. And we're all creative, so when it comes to imitation, there's a few things going on. Nobody likes to be blatantly copied or ripped off, especially if you're not giving them credit or their flowers. I'm going to talk about that in a second because that needs to get talked about too. I don't agree with stealing or copying because it's just low vibrational. You're doing a disservice to yourself, but also not contributing your unique thing to the collective. Which you have, like I said, we're all creative, so you have it in there. I don't think Mr. Wild really meant it literally. It's just trying to make sense of people imitating greatness. But I don't think it's a compliment. And when you copy somebody else or something so much, you lose your sense of self. You lose your sense of authenticity, which is why it is important during this time, because we are shifting, to find your sense of self. There's nothing wrong. I've gone through so many different phases and different styles, but they have all been very true to me. Imitation has this negative energy behind it. It does. And I want to say in the creative industry, but really just as a whole, we need to be held accountable and also normalize giving people their flowers. Giving them their flowers. It's okay to say that somebody inspired you. It's okay to give people their credit. Why doesn't anybody want to give people credit? It's so crazy. Or not pay them. I don't understand. There's just so much division. There's so much self-based thinking. And it's just not going to fly with where we're going. It can't. We need collaboration to keep this thing moving forward. It can't be me. Oh, I'm not going to collaborate, or I'm not going to give credit because what about me? It is human nature to want to be seen and validated. And when it comes to artistry, it is just the right thing to do to give someone their credit. It is the ethical and moral thing to do to protect their intellectual property, but also respect them. It really always does come down to the principle. You know what I mean? But I guess character development and flaws is a whole different thing. Whole nother video. And in the social media digital age, it can be tricky to trace back to who the original artist, design, idea was, but I believe in us. And also why it is even more important to give people credit in their props. You know what I'm saying? And I've actually heard people say nothing new under the sun has been done when they are accused of copying someone or something to discredit whoever it is that they're copying. There's some truth to that, but this is where individuality kicks in. This is one of the most coolest, creative, awakened generations. I've seen such innovative, cool, original artwork that people try to discredit the artist. Like you and I both know, we ain't seen this before. There's some new shit. Come on. I've also seen people pull things from vintage archives and literally just rework it. I know a lot of brands that do this, and I don't know how I really feel about that, because I feel like just some silhouettes, some pieces, a chair is a chair. Do you get what I'm saying? It's okay to get the same mold, same style, and just put a different print on it, I might be going left now. See, my thoughts are going all over the place. I have a lot of thoughts about this. I haven't even gotten to the copying part. I see people always trying to pull that card too. Oh, you're copying. You're stealing this other person's design. And I have so much to say about that too, because a lot of us are awakened and a lot of us are getting the same downloads and a lot of us are part of the same soul tribe. So we have similar variations, similar ideas. I'm already talking a lot, but if you want me to make a video about the copying thing, I have a lot to say about that too, especially when it comes to spirituality. Because at the end of the day, where we're heading as creatives, as enlightened, awakened beings, being called to a higher version of ourselves, which means accountability, doing things differently, tapping back into our authenticity, our sense of self, our true essence, community, collaboration, also protecting your energy, your essence, because as much as I am such an optimistic and a utopia advocate, some people are just downright evil and have bad intentions, and it is what it is. Like, yes, some people are here just to imitate you and drive you up a wall and to kind of suck your life force and steal your destiny, or try to. But this is why it's important to have these conversations, because if you know better, you have to do better, period. I know you fly. I know you have creative ideas. I know you have it in you. Bring it to the forefront. Wean yourself off of someone. Get back to discovering who you are. When you're in that imitation energy, there are glimmers of insecurity, and you need to figure out what that is, because you think whoever you are at your core isn't good enough, but I promise you it is. You got it. You got into the inspirers, the trailblazers. If you've already kind of broken through some of those barriers, know that you're here to lead people. You are influential. You're here to just move people forward so that they can find their true sense of self. And even if people are copying you and it's blatant, that's the energy it is, learn how to transmute that. You have to think about it as perspective. What's for you is going to come for you. You're going to get your recognition. When you are operating and living in your truth in a state of authenticity, that is more valuable than anything. And that's where we all need to be operating from, myself included. Have to get up out of that what about meism. You are who you think you are, and know that that's enough. And everything else is just gonna flow. Don't get caught up in the emotions or the triggers. It's okay. More than one person can use acrylic paint or resin or Polaroids. But yeah, imitation is not flattery. Cut that shit out. It's not cute. It's a cop-out. It's an excuse. To inspire and be inspired is what it's like to be alive, to be human. It evokes a feeling. It's a beautiful thing. It's life's little gifts that we don't even realize how much of a gift it is. The driving force of all that is. And honored to carry that. If you listen to this whole thing, thank you so much. I hope my thoughts were all over the place. I hope you feel me, because I have ADHD and it's like, oh, and I'm trying to talk more because I got to get it out because I got so much to say. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you have your thoughts, please share them. Let's talk. Let's discuss. What are you thinking? I'm inspired by every single one of you. No matter what stage you are on the journey, every single role is important. Every stage is important. You cannot skip any part. And I know, because I've been on every single part of the journey. I've been through hell and back, and I'm still on the journey. But I think that's why I'm able to kind of express this, is because I've gone through the stages of a business owner, creative. But yeah, come back to yourself. Keep discovering. Keep trusting.